Today I am going to show you a game I like called Powder Game. Every time I would have time at school, I'd always go on this game. You need Java to play it. And you just take items and you just, yeah, pretty much screw around. I haven't ever seen this pump before. It's new to me because I haven't been on this game in a while. Apparently water goes through it. And what the virus does is it would spread if it touches metal first. It'll touch metal and make the pump metal. But it touched stone, so it turns it into stone. Sometimes it fights back and sometimes the pump would win, or whatever you want to use it. And so you can click drag. You can't drag that, but you can drag this stone. Once you drag it, it turns into this stuff. Sand, I think. It turns into powder. But you click clear, and it would just destroy it. And let's see, block would just be thick, and you can't erase it with clear. You can erase it with erase. But you cannot erase anything else except for block with erase. Now the block is what holds the bottom flare and the sides. So if you have any liquid, I wouldn't do that. Unless you want to do side loop, which it just loops straight through. So if I were to put water all over the place, it would just keep coming through and coming through and coming through. And if I were to do birds, well, they're birds, and it would go through the sides. But if you click reset, it resets, and all the sides are back and everything. But this doesn't change. You can also change this BG line to BG blur, where if you drop it, it turns into a blur, or the red thing blur. And then there is shade. It's just really cool to me, and it looks like fog a little, but it's called shade, so I just call it shade. Aura, not sure. I'm not sure what this does, but I think with wind, yeah, if you blow stuff with wind or like move it around, yeah, if stuff gets moved around, it just stays there, but it also like mixes in with the colors. There's light, which is just like brighter. There's tune, which honestly makes everything look bigger. Like if you just put one dot of C4 on there, it looks that big. But when you light it, it has nothing. Mesh, it has those lines. Gray, everything is gray. There's white, black, but there's gray. Virus is really dark gray. Ant, light gray like the acid. Seed, light gray. There's a lot of light gray. Fan is light gray. all the colors that are light gray. Track. It just follows. It just is a line that follows it around, but it dissolves later. Dark is you pretty much can't see anything. You need a torch to see. But if there's acid flying around all over the place like right now, it doesn't help because the acid just burns it. There's TG, which I really like. It's like the torches turn. Yeah, they do that like neon or. And then there's laser, which I really like. Let's see. If you drag laser around, it will just make weird stuff. But there's silhouette. And it would just be like a shadow. The brighter ones aren't really shadowy. But then when they hit the ground, they're shadowy. Which I really like. There's BG non, which is no effects at all. You can see lasers, what it really looks like. And then there's .S, which is small. M, which is medium. L, which is large. It just keeps going. Large makes it so you can have more dots on the screen. Or like more materials. Whatever you would call it. But the birds are attracted to seed. So if you have seed and then you put birds all over the place like that, not all over the place, but if you just put birds, they just go after it. As you can see, they're eating it. Vine, just, I think if you put seed on it, it grows something. Yeah, it grows, if you put anything on it, except for something that would burn it, water would grow. Water would make it grow. But Vine could also make a giant box of water like that right there. Or this. Looks like it's gonna make a giant box of water. But if birds touch it, then they like get eaten by the vine. See, they're trying to avoid it. Glass is invisible. I'll let you turn on tune. It just looks like it's just white lines around it, so nothing special. Gas. I like to mess around with gas. You just light it and boom. With block, I forgot to show you. There's pen free, which is like circle, and then there's pen line. You could like draw a line. There is pen lock, which it only lets you go in one direction. If you try struggling with it, no. Only lets you go in one direction. That's either left, right, or up, down. It would be good if you make a grid with it. Not a grid, but like split the page if you want to split the page. There is also pen paint, which I'm not really sure what that does, because I've never used pen paint. But pen free is what I usually make. It's what I usually use. But there's something really cool about this game. There are games down here. They're down here. You could click save data, which doesn't really save it. It actually would show you more of them. So as you can see, these are players. You use A, D, S, W. W to jump, S to go low, and A and D to go left and right. You can make bubbles. And then touch it. And if they touched it, there we go. It would turn into whatever that is. So you could do that, but what else is cool? You could drag it. So you just go like that and it turns into whatever. But you can also drag this stuff around. Like, you used to be able to drag these guys around, but if you have nitro, you could put it somewhere and just light the fire. As you can see, it's TG, so I'll turn it to BG non. That's lava, that's magma. Yeah.
Dude, why is this guy saying?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you, and I'll just throw in some fireworks. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like if you like, add to favorites if you really like it. Subscribe if you like my channel. Bye.